I am truly honored to stand before you today as we gather for the high-level conference on ending financial discrimination against cancer survivors. All EU cancer survivors deserve to be protected from financial discrimination.
Every emphatic person can easily understand that the last thing you need when you have been beating cancer is financial trouble with your bank or your insurance.
This is one issue, the right to be forgotten, which has brought together the whole of the oncology community.
I believe firmly if your doctor or your oncologist says that you're cured of cancer, well then that should be good enough for the insurance companies.
This is not about compassion. This is about evidence and how we use evidence to show that cancer patients are cured and therefore should not be discriminated against.
It cannot be right that somebody who's had cancer, who's cured of cancer, and who's 5 years past still gets discriminated against financially. We've got to put a stop to that.
We have to ensure that cancer survivors, that all patients have a good quality of life.
This conference is about trying to bring a European perspective on this idea of the right to be forgotten, based on evidence.
This needs to be a legal framework in all of the countries in the European Union, and then we will have delivered for our cancer survivors.
In Belgium, we have legislation on the right to be forgotten. That legislation means that after a number of years, people have access to private insurance without any exclusivity, without any extra premiums, based on evidence.
I'm completely convinced that we should, at the European level, address the issue with a legislative directive, something which is binding for all countries. I'm a full supporter of the idea of the right to be forgotten, and I think that the work that Professor Manier is doing is fantastic.
We must ensure that cancer survivors can return to a so-called normal life as soon as possible, once considered to have won over this disease.
Thank you very much, Dr.